All right. Good afternoon. I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to get in. Um, this afternoon, I'm coming in to make a quick announcement. Just let you know where we're going with the channel going forward. So I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to get in. Um, I'm setting up going live. I'll go live two places. I'm gonna go live on Facebook, and I'm gonna go live on YouTube at the same time. And it's just a quick announcement. Um, and what I want to do, I want to just come in and let everybody know that going forward, I changed the channel name from Save, Invest, Repeat to actually what we're doing. It makes more sense to be Appliance Boot Camp. So going forward, the channel you might see it popping up. Those that have subscribed, you don't have to do anything now. It still give you the indication, just like it was when it was Save, Invest, Repeat. But I just changed the actual name to Appliance Boot Camp, strictly for branding. We're actually doing some big things with the Appliance Boot Camp. And going forward, I want to keep the branding where it's very simple and it actually tells exactly what we are. I got away from Save, Invest, Repeat. So now the channel name is Appliance Boot Camp. And like I said at the beginning, when I first started this, nobody liked appliances. So that's why I changed it to Save, Invest, Repeat because I tried to teach people appliance repair. Matter of fact, if you remember, I was actually paying the kids to come out here and learn it, appliance repair, and that's why I went out and I got the contract I had with that company to fix their old appliances. I was using that to actually pay the kids, so the kids will actually learn this trade. I had no idea it would pick up and go the way that it has went. Now it has become something that is is really growing by leaps and bounds to the point where we actually have been approached by a company to actually offer become their main training source for some of their technicians and stuff. So it's at that point now where it's a proven product. We made improvements every time. We got some really big improvements coming up for this next class. Like I said, this next class I'm building out a whole kitchen. So they're gonna have everything in it. They're gonna have garbage disposals. They're gonna have dishwashers. They're gonna have wall ovens. They're gonna have microwaves. They're gonna have everything, and they're gonna actually learn how to install and uninstall. And we got a lot more room. So now they have a lot more hands-on. It's not gonna be as crowded as we were in the old building. And we're gonna have a lot more going on in the business class. And because now I got people who actually came to the class who actually who's out there in the field, who's working, and I'm getting constant calls and feedback from those guys, and I'm actually able to find out some gaps that I need to fill in with the class. So after talking with them, I got other stuff that I'm adding, so it's constantly getting improved all the time. And like I said, it made sense to actually go to Appliance Boot Camp. Also, I'm gonna put my email address in if you want to get me. Those that's uh, uh, on Facebook. The email is appliancebootcampnc@gmail.com. All right, so that's the new email address. We have two spots left. If somebody wants to sign up for the August class, you can go. We have two spots left in that August class. Like I say, the guys that were gonna go, they didn't pay, so I held it as long as I could. We had to open it back up, so we got two spots left. If anybody want to go, I'll put another link. I got it right at the top. I just put another link in the actual comment section, and then I also will add a link in the description when I get out. And like I said, it's coming along very good. I'm gonna try to give you all some better topics coming up on the actual YouTube channel. I got videos that we actually are editing in right now. So, like I say, a couple of days out the week, I'm actually going out in the field. I have somebody who's videotaping me. So y'all be start getting what we call the repair of the day or the install of the day, depending on what we're doing. Where you're gonna get live footage of me out there actually doing the repairs and doing the installs, so you can see and actually continue on with your training. The guys that have came out here who's actually out there in the field, who's actually working, I'm getting no phone calls from them. I'm actually surprised at how well they are doing. And how much they are enjoying this right here. They're calling me and they are doing excellent. They're doing stuff. that you can believe for somebody who just been out more than less than 2 months. They're actually out there making money, learning the trade, and they're actually doing very well, very well. Um, so yeah, I had to get away from the save, invest, repeat. A reason, like I said, the reason why I done the save, invest, repeat, because at that point in time, everybody thought the stuff I was doing with my investments, of course, with the houses and with my investment group and all the other stuff, people thought that was sexy and they liked it. Nobody wanted the appliance repair. So, like I said, I was having to pay people to actually learn this trade. It's funny, I was paying them to the point now where 8 people are actually paying me to do it. Not like I said, for years I paid people to do it, and it took me a while when JT and I first started it to make this offer. It took me a while to even come to grips with actually charging people for it because I didn't think nobody would want it. And on top of that, I had paid people to do it for so long that I just felt I didn't feel right for a while actually charging people. But now that I got those guys who are actually leaving the class, going out, and I'm seeing that they actually are making the money back. They actually are. It's changing their lives. So with that, it's well worth the price that what they're getting. And like I say, I'm constantly adding value to it. I haven't really pushed the marketing side on of this appliance boot camp as of yet because I wanted to make sure I had a good product. And right now, people are actually seeing us on YouTube. Uh, I didn't know, but one guy actually sent somebody to one of the classes, and I didn't know it. He actually sent somebody to the class to actually check the class out. I don't know, still don't know who the guy was, but one company sent somebody to the class, actually checked the class out, called us up, and want to do business with us. So I still trying to figure out who the guy was. I don't know, but whoever it was, evidently he had some good things to say about the class, and I'm thankful of that. JT and I are very thankful that he was able to get something out, and wherever he went back and told the guy, we really appreciate that. So with that being said, I want to now actually start to market this thing, and like I say, the classroom that we're going into now, and what we're putting into that classroom is at the point now where I very feel comfortable enough where I can actually start marketing it to everybody. So now I'm gonna be able to go out there and actually start marketing this product that we have, Appliance Boot Camp, and I'm gonna feel very proud of what the product. I am very proud of the product that we're putting out there. So we're gonna have a website coming up for Appliance Boot Camp. I was just talking to some of the guys who came to the previous class. Going forward, I'm gonna put some advanced classes in here where you're gonna actually be able to come back if you want to learn seal system repair. You'll be able to come back for those guys who went to the first class. When they come back, they're gonna be able to get that at a discounted rate. They won't have to pay the full price for it. For the ones who already paid, they won't pay the full price for it for the first couple of classes. Because the same way, the first couple of classes, I gotta fill it out, see how it works, make sure those guys go back into the field. Once they go back into the field, I get a feedback from those guys because the guys the first ones coming in, they actually are the ones who put this course together. They think I was telling them today because they think they actually are bothering me when they call me with their issues. And I had to tell them, no, you're not bothering me. I need y'all to call me back when y'all leave out because then I can see what kind of holes I got in the program and I can actually fill those holes in for people coming behind them. That's why they get it at a discounted rate. And that's why I want them to keep coming back. I want them to keep coming back because they can tell me the holes and how they can do things better. And also for you guys, when y'all come back and y'all see those guys who came through the program, and y'all can actually see how they progress, and y'all can actually then have the encouragement to go out there and do it on your own. So yeah, I'm gonna have an advanced course coming out for seal systems after we get going. It'll be sometime next year though. Once we get going with the new facilities, and I got everything intact there, and I'm happy with that product. I'm gonna add an advanced training product in there where they can actually do seal systems and actually get that'll probably be just a 1 day class though. where they do the seal system class, and we'll try to incorporate you getting your taking the test for your EPA certification, so you can get to see be able to recover Freon. Try to make that all into one class. Like I say, the guys who already paid for Appliance Boot Camp, anybody who played for Appliance Boot Camp up until that time, you'll be getting it at a discounted rate than anybody else. It's going to be very affordable for you all, the guys who came and helped me out the first time. Because, like I say, it wouldn't be the time where I actually have enough value in it where I would feel comfortable with charging you a premium price. And once those guys go out and they go out in the field, and just like the Appliance Boot Camp, when they come back and they tell me, hey, we good, you got a good recipe, then you know the price is going to go up, just like the Appliance Boot Camp. As more times, as much as we start to add value into this, and I'm seeing that the results are there, the price is going to tweak up. I have a price where I'm going to actually set it. It's never going to be a price that's not going to be affordable. It's always going to be affordable, very affordable. But I have a price point JT and I had talked about at the very beginning that we would like to get to. So for the remainder of this year, we're going to add some more appliance boot camps in after we get this next class out and see how this next class do. We're going to probably add maybe one or two more before the end of the year, just so we can actually really get it tied in. And then after that, when we go into the new year, the price going to go up a little bit more, strictly because we're adding more value and more stuff that we're putting into there. So it's not going to be much more, but we're going to have to go up just a little bit more to get to that price point of where we can actually start recouping some of the costs. Because, like I say, we have to rent out the buildings. We have to build. I'm building out a whole kitchen there. I'm running gas lines. I'm putting everything there, and we're going to actually give you all more materials you can actually take home. And we're putting out a website so you'll be able to get more hands-on and more videos, us actually doing repairs and stuff that's going to be exclusive to people in Appliance Boot Camp. And also, you got that time where you're going to actually have a set time where you can actually call me to actually go across some of the issues and stuff you might be having. And also, like I said, it's a lifetime membership. Anytime you want to come, you can actually come in anytime you get ready and get retrained. And we're going to have days set up where you can actually pick the time and dates you want to come out. When we're not having appliance boot camp, I'm going to have certain days where it'll be open, where if you want to come to those days, because I'm getting a call now where people want to come out and do repair work, and they want to go to my actual appliance company, and I want to keep the two separated for right now. So right now, I want to have appliance boot camp totally separated from Sneed Electrical and Appliance. But I want to have times where those guys can come in and they can still get one-on-one training with me, and they can actually choose what they want to work on. So if they want to do, if somebody come in and they want to do dishwashers, then I'll make sure we'll have a dishwasher stuff set up always there. But I'll make sure that we can spend the time on dishwashers or whatever. And like I say, with the next appliance boot camp, you're gonna have the installs going on in there too. So you'll actually not only learn how to do the repairs, but you'll also learn how to do the installs, and also you'll learn how to register your LLC. So we actually like I said, we put more stuff in there, and I'm real excited about it. So like I said, going forward. I got 2 spots left. If you go online, you can schedule for the 2 spots coming up on August 3rd. We're gonna probably add maybe 1 or 2 more before the end of the year, depending on how this August 3rd one go. After that, I probably won't do nothing in December because just the holidays. I'm not planning on doing anything in December right now. But starting the new year, we might go up just a little. We are gonna have to go up just a little bit more at the beginning of the year. Won't be much. It'll be a little bit more, and that's as we add, because we're gonna have more value that we're gonna be putting in there. But right now, until I can actually put it out there and see if people like it and it actually works, I don't want to charge you for that until I actually know that what I put out there is good stuff. So once again, like I say, thank y'all again for everything y'all done. the new channel name is Appliance Boot Camp, and I want to do that to kind of make everything kind of go real smooth. I don't want to people come and look at appliance and they see save, invest, repeat. it kind of throws it off. But now it's real easy just to say Appliance Boot Camp, and the new website name is going to be appliancebootcamp.com. I got the guy; he's building that out. Hopefully, in the next week or two, that will be up and running, and we have everything set up there. And once I get the website ready to launch, I'll come back on YouTube, let you know this is the website, and I'll get some feedback from you all too, how y'all like the website. And like I say, thank y'all again. Without y'all coming here and YouTube and actually coming to the actual class and stuff, I could never have done this. It actually took a whole turn from what I thought it was going to be. When I first came here, I thought it was just going to be one or two high school kids, like always, me paying them, me begging them to come. And to the point now where we got people coming from all across the United States, and a couple of people from outside of the United States are actually starting to come. And I appreciate that. And to the point now where we actually have a school. And this is something that I wanted to do. I wanted to have a school, and I actually have a school, and one that I'm very proud of. I'm going to read the comments real quick, and then I'm going to get out of here and go enjoy the rest of my night. And once again, I want to thank everybody who's been supporting the channel, all the people who came to Appliance Boot Camp, all the people, especially Juan and David. I want to thank you guys for calling me, always keeping me up to date with what's happening out there in the field and how I can actually make things better. Because believe it or not, like I said, y'all don't bother me when we talk and y'all having issues. I need to know that so I can come back and put it back into the program so the guys coming behind y'all can actually be better. And y'all guys are becoming great technicians, and I want to thank you all for that. All right. So I'm gonna read the comments, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Milkman Trucker, hey, how you doing, Milkman Trucker? All right, JT, makes sense. Yeah, it does. Like I said, reason I had it at save, invest, repeat was just the fact that I didn't think nobody. For a while, nobody was interested in appliance repair, and I was begging people. So, but people had interest in the other stuff that I was doing. But only way I was able to buy those houses. The only way I'm able to do the investment group, all of that is through appliance repair. And I would tell people that I say appliance repair business is what makes that stuff possible. That stuff I ain't made a dime off of none of that stuff. That stuff is long term. It's not. I'm not making a dime off of it right now. But people thought it was sexy. They say, "Oh, he bought a whole block." That looks good and it sounds good. But it's appliance repair that actually does everything, but nobody was interested in that. So what I've done, people were asking me about that. So I said, okay, what I do, I just do like a documentary of me actually doing it and just keep a record of it on YouTube. And a lot of reasons why I was keeping records because what happened early on, excuse me, early on in my entrepreneur life, I would do stuff, and 2 or 3 years down the road, people will forget how I was at the very beginning, and they just thought I just woke up one morning and I was where I was at, and then I would try to remind them how things went, and they'd be like, "Nah, it didn't happen like that. You always had it good." So I started then just recording stuff so I can actually show people step by step how you actually do it and how you actually start a business, and then I had a reference to go back to. Uh, But like I said, that's why I was doing save, invest, repeat. I was just telling people save your money, invest it, and repeat the process. And people was liking that. But then when the appliance boot camp appliances came, like I said, it still wasn't. I still didn't even plan on showing anybody appliances. I done the interview with JT. That was mainly talking about really about the houses and other businesses and stuff I had. It wasn't really about appliance repair. But I told JT one Saturday, he asked me what I was doing. I said, hey, I got some high school kids that I have to bring down here and train, work on appliances. I pay them, and they just come out here and I show them how to repair appliances. And he was like, "You mind if I come film them?" I was like, "Nah, come on down. You can film all you want." So he came down and he filmed it. Uh, even then, he thought it was something good. I give JT that. JT told me at the beginning, he said, "Man, this is remarkable what you're doing. We need to get this out here." And I told him, I said, "Man, don't do it because nobody cares about it." Really, I told him that. I told him that a couple of times. Nobody cares about appliance repair, man. You can put it out there, but nobody's gonna care. and the video kept getting so much feedback, and people kept coming back to me, and people started going to the channel and subscribing. So finally, he told me, he said, do a class. I said, man, I'm paying these guys. I ain't gonna pay 10 people to actually come here. I'm paying. I think I had maybe 3 guys from high school. Then I was paying. And I said, I gotta pay these guys. Now you want to bring 10 more guys in here for me to pay? He was like, no, charge them. And I was like, ain't nobody gonna pay to learn this stuff. And I fought it to the point where he told me, all right, if you get 1,000 subscribers, then you what we call, you do a class. I said, okay, bet. And before you know it, we had 1,000 subscribers. And then I said, okay, we'll do a class. And when we put the offer out there, man, overnight, I mean, it just went wild. And ever since then, like I say, everyone we put up, it actually exceeds the first one, the time that we sell out. And like I said, we could sell out. These last 2 spots could have been gone, but I have a couple of people that I thought were coming. They want to move to a later date, so that's no problem. We'll just move them down to a later date, and so that just opens spots up. But like I say, it goes quick, and we constantly getting emails about people who wants to get on the waiting list, who wants to get in. So we're gonna probably after this one, we're gonna find another date. Probably in October we might do. I can't guarantee it. Depends on how this next one go. But I'm gonna try to do one in October. We might do one in November. But after that, we're gonna get ready for the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year, we're gonna really push it hard, and we're gonna really start marketing it to a lot of people. Fulbright Saint Sahara. Hey Mike. Hey, how you doing? Claude, Save Invest Repeat is the foundation background. Yeah, I want to thank Caleb. I want to thank Caleb. Sorry, Caleb Hop. He was one of probably the first subscribers I ever had that actually wanted to learn this. He actually, if I remember, he's out in the Washington State, and he's one of the he's probably my first subscriber on my YouTube channel, and the guy who wanted to learn it. And he's been here ever since the beginning. I want to thank him. And Juan, everybody know Juan. Shout out to Mike. He was one of the first original people who came to our class, and he's the one. He's the first. He was the first one to actually get back to me and was actually running his business. I didn't know after the first class. I didn't know if anybody had done it, so I was kind of hesitant to actually start another class. I didn't know if anybody had got anything out of it. And then one day out the blue, he hit me up and he wanted some help on a repair. And I couldn't believe he was out there doing a repair, and then realized that he was actually running his business. And then we done a video about it. 'Cause I was so amazed that he was out there running his business. Because, like I said, I had done this many times with people. They'll come work with me for 2 or 3 months, and then they go out and they start their business. I knew in 2 or 3 months I could get somebody up and going, but I didn't know if I could do it in a weekend. But after he went out there after that weekend, and he called me back, and he was running a business. Then that's when we opened up the other classes. I told JT, "Hey, I feel good that we gave them a good product. We can improve on some stuff. Let's do another class." And then after the second class that went through, I felt real good about it again. And now that we got a real nice building that we're gonna have it in. We're gonna have up front loaders, everything in there. Now I'm really feeling good about what these next couple of classes are gonna be like. So I want to thank Juan for that. Casey Wynn. I look forward to meeting you guys and soaking up the knowledge next month. It'll be a life-changing weekend for me and my family. Thanks again, Mike. Yeah, you're gonna find out, Casey. Yeah, I don't know if any of y'all ever been to a HBCU college before, or anything like that. It's almost getting to be that feel where we're like family. People show up on Friday afternoon, believe it or not, and we sit around and we talk. And then on Saturday, the class is one thing, but the conversations after the class, a lot of times it'd be 10 o'clock at night. We have to push people out the classroom because we want to go to, everybody need to go home and stuff. But people just sitting around and the conversations and stuff that we have after in the afternoons and stuff after the class, I think is just as valuable as the class. Because you'll be surprised at the people who sit around and the networking and the conversations and stuff we have. You feel just like family. Honestly, you feel just like a family. We've known each other forever. And then after we leave, you make connections. You make friends. I talk to people out the class, more than I talk to probably some of my friends I had for 30 years. I talk to them more now, and they feel like we've been friends forever. So yeah, it's a life-changing experience. I will admit that. Maurice Anderson, don't you need a certification to fix appliances? No, you don't. Some states that maybe up north in some of the union states, they started trying to make you have like a special permit or something. But for most of the states, no, you don't have to have any special certification or anything. It's one of the last of the skilled trades where you don't have to have any type of government certification or license or special privilege to actually repair them. And that's what makes it real good. It's at the point now where you can come in now, actually get working and start making money, and it earns just as much as a plumber, electrician, or any other skilled tradesman. But I will tell you this. I think that the cat is getting out the, as they say, the cat is getting out the bag now, because I'm seeing a lot of people now actually popping up and they're talking about it, and they're saying the same thing I'm saying. People who've been running their business for 20 years, 30 years. It's another guy that I found on YouTube. A couple of guys had told me about him. I went and looked at his channel. He's doing some really good stuff. I think it's TWM or TMM Appliance. One of those. He's doing really good. He's doing like some good interviews, and he's giving some good information out there. And now you're seeing people popping up, coming out saying, "Hey, this appliance repair is a good life you can make out." And I'm hoping I'm hoping that I can go international. I'm going on vacation in the near future, and I'm going out the country. And I reached out to some appliance repair companies outside of the U.S. And I hope I can do an interview with them while I'm outside of the country, and because just to show you that this right here is universal. Not only can you do it within the borders of the United States, but you can do it outside of the borders, and it's still a very lucrative thing. So I'm hoping I can meet them when I'm outside and in the very near future. So all right, sign up in advanced class. Okay, all right, Juan, sign me up in advanced class. We'll be the first to sign up. I can't wait. Yeah, the advanced class, like I say, I hadn't been teaching seal system repairs because for a long time, it just wasn't worth it. Most of the people wouldn't repair their refrigerator. You talk anywhere between $700 to $1,000 to repair it. But now you start looking at refrigerators. Most refrigerators now, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 going up. And now it's starting to make sense to do that seal system. So that's something I'm going to add into the advanced repairs, where I'm actually going to be doing seal systems. What is the average gross per week students are making a week from the class? And have any went full time doing appliances repair from the first class? From the first class, I can tell you with Juan, because he actually done a video. He's making somewhere maybe I think maybe 1,000 per week, and he still work full time. And he might jump in here and think it might tell you what he makes. But he's doing somewhere between 500. I say between 500 to 1,000 per week. That's working part time. I have some other people numbers that I know, but they haven't went out came out and said anything about it. And so until they actually come out and say something, I'm not going to tell their information. But I say anywhere between 500 to 1,000, and that's working part time at their. They still have a full time job. I have a couple of people who from the second class who have quit their job already. And I tell you, don't do that. I tell you, don't quit your job until you actually have gone out here and proven that this appliance repair field is for you and that you can earn a living. And I give you the formula to tell. I done a video not that long ago saying this is how you can tell when it's time to quit your job. Until you done saved up enough money where you got anywhere between 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up in your owner's pay account. Don't quit your job because you haven't proven it yet, and you can be putting too much strain on a new business. So you don't want to quit until you actually go out and you get that money saved up. And while you're doing that, getting that money saved up, you're getting that experience too, and you're getting the technical knowledge that you need. Because right now, when you come to Appliance Boot Camp, all this is an introductory class. It's just to give you the introduction and show you how you go get the information. It shows you how to take the appliance apart And we can't do every type of appliance, but it gives you the confidence to know that you can go out there. It shows you how to read the programming manuals, tells you how to read the schematic. It gives you the very base. But your actual training is going to come when you actually leave here and actually start running service calls. That's why I said when you first leave here, you go to the third party warranty company, go to the third party warranty company and run service calls for them. It's going to be at a discounted rate, but yet right now you're not at a point where you can demand top pay, where you can actually go out and do COD calls. You need to go there, and that way you have protection for you and the customer. Because if you misdiagnose something, which you are going to do, everybody do, but you're going to do a lot more of it when you whatchamacall, when you are a new technician. If you misdiagnose something, you can call the warranty company. They'll send you the other part that you need. That way it protects the customer. The customer only pays one time. They don't have to keep paying for you to keep putting parts on. So, and at the same time, it gives you a chance where you actually learn your soft skills, how to deal with the customers, and all the other stuff before you actually start going into the business side and learning how to market and stuff. So, no, I hope no, those guys who did quit their jobs, I told them I wish they hadn't done it, but they done it, so now they gotta go. But I don't. I'm telling everybody, and I've done another. I've done a whole video on that. Do not quit your job after you leave here. I don't care how bad your boss get on your nerves and you want to tell them to kiss your butt and all that. Just wait, you'll get there. And then a lot of times, I tell you too, once you, a lot of times, a lot of the stress and dissatisfaction that you get from your job, it comes a lot of times from cash flow. You don't have enough cash flow coming. But once you start doing this, just think you're getting your full-time check, then you get extra $500 to $1,000 a week coming into your pocket. Then your boss don't get on your nerve as much. He's a lot more bearable to be around because your cash flow is good. And like I say, one of the guys, he used to have to work weekends and Sundays and get double time. Now when they come around, he tell them, "No, I don't need it. I'm good." I don't. So now he got the weekend. He got his weekends back and he got freedom. So the job is a lot better on that end. So yeah, don't quit your job. Also, Mr. Sneed, thank you, thank you. Okay, Juan, I think it was my challenge that encouraged the international students to reach out. Yeah, I think it was. We got a guy coming from is it I think it's either this he is from Africa. He either Sudan or Kenya. I can't remember. It's one of them. He's coming from Africa. I think it's someplace Ethiopia is Ethiopia, someplace out in West Africa. I mean East Africa that he's coming from. Okay, beautiful thing. On average, how many warranty calls you think a student should book in a day? When you first come out, I only tell you do one or two. Don't do no more than one or two warranty calls. Because what happened, you don't. It's just like lifting weights. If you've never been in the gym and you not in shape and you go and try to get up under 300 pounds of bench press, it's gonna kill you. Same thing. If you come out here and you never done service calls, you never done routing, you never done anything and you're going to tell the warranty company, "Oh, give me 6 or 7 calls." You can't do it. It'll kill you. Too much work is just as bad as not enough work. It'll kill you, and it just be too much for you to handle. So I say do 1 or 2 calls per day. 1 or 2 calls per day. That'll give you anywhere between 200. You can get anywhere between two. Let's see. I say two. You get $250 to $500 that you can make anywhere between $250 to $500 that you can make in doing those 1 or 2 calls per day for the warranty companies, and that gives you enough time to diagnose and give you enough time to not to be rushed. If you got too many calls, you're not gonna be able to properly diagnose or properly learn anything. Like talking to the guys, the students and stuff that's out there in the field. Sometimes they behind a refrigerator. They might be behind a refrigerator 30, 40 minutes, but they actually learning. They having to go download schematics. They might have to call me on the phone, but they're taking their time. They're not rushed. That's the only call they got that day. And so with that, they're not rushed and they're actually learning. And that's where you learn at. You don't learn on that 5-minute call that you go out there and you change your lid switch. You don't learn anything there. But like today, I was working with one of the students, and he had a refrigerator, and he wasn't getting any power to the evaporator fan. He had to go on to Appliance, download the manual. Once he downloaded the manual, he had to read the manual. Then the manual told him where to go on the control board to take his reading. He done that and found out that he had a bad control board. But the whole time, it probably took him an hour, 2 hours to go through the whole process. Because he had he had looked at everything, but he slowed down and went through the whole process. And to the point now where now he knows how to go get his. I've been telling him a long time, hey, go get the model number and download your service manual. But today he done it, and he realized he said it's not that easy, not that hard. The programming manager manual told me exactly what to do on the control board, what my voltages should be, and all that. So to the point now where he said, I'm learning so much, it's crazy. So now that he's done that, and he wasn't rushed, he had the time to sit there. He actually learned a whole lot more today. He learned more today and probably about refrigerators and schematics and programming manuals that he did the whole time he was in the class, because he sat there, actually figured it out. So now next time he runs into that same problem, he doesn't have to call me. All he can do, I go download my programming manual. And then from the programming manual, it tells me exactly what to do. It tells me exactly what part is bad. The computer tell me everything. So, all right. How can someone like myself? All right. Uh, let's see here. Let me move back up. I messed your name up. I'm just gonna say Saint Hilaire. How can someone like myself learn the business, gain skills, but live in a different state? I live in New York City. You come down here to Appliance Boot Camp. Come down here to Appliance. They sell the same Samsung refrigerator in New York City that they sell in North Carolina. So you come here, you learn the trade, then you go back to New York City and go into business and start working. The same thing, the same appliances that they sell here, they sell up there. So yeah, so come down here and learn it. BK from the Rockets, what's good, fam? Hey, how you doing? Bro, if people are willing to pay thousands of dollars to university for their information, then they will pay you for your information too. Yeah, yeah, that was one of the things that kind of got me when I actually first started charging them. I was so hard on the university. Like y'all, some people might have known, I used to be what they call a faculty advisor for some universities, where they actually bring in business owners, and actually they'll tell the faculty what they actually should be teaching in the university. And I found out, hey, the professors didn't, a lot of them didn't have no clue at all. And they would, like I said, if somebody came there and told them that they would give them an endowment to teach that the world is flat, you best believe they'll teach you that the world is flat. Regardless, all they want to do is get that endowment. Once they got that endowment, they knew the university couldn't fire them. And if they did get fired, that endowment followed them if they went to another university. So it made it real easy to get rehired. So that's all they wanted. They wanted to get endowed. The faculty did. So if they, like I said, if you give them an endowment, they'll teach you any and everything that you say, regardless if it's right or wrong. And that was one of the things I was so mad about, because I used to do university tours where I used to take busload of high school kids and middle school kids to all the different universities, and go to all the university days, help them get into college and stuff. And then all of a sudden one year, the university prices just rocketed. And I started hearing about all these people's student loans and stuff that were coming back. Like I say, when I went to the university, I graduated in '96 from North Carolina A&T State University. When I graduated, I didn't have no student loans. And my parents, they weren't rich. They worked at a factory, and they were able to pay for 3 kids to go to school. They paid for 2 of us to go to college out their pocket at the same time. They just worked and paid their way. You could work and pay your way. It won't be like maybe 3 or 4,000 a year for me to go to school. And then when my wife went to grad school, same thing. It won't be like $1,500, maybe $2,000 for her to go to grad school per semester. We just paid out of our pocket. And now you're listening, people paying $30,000, $40,000 a year, and they're not even making $30,000, $40,000. The parents not. So there's no way you can actually pay that money. And because what happened, the government stepped in and said everybody got to go to college, and if they can't pay, then we'll loan them the money, and we'll loan up to $30,000 a year for you to go to college. So what do you think the university does? They say, oh, the government gonna guarantee you get in, and they're gonna guarantee you get $30,000 So we're gonna make our prices 30,000. So that's all. That's why all the prices 30,000. Just same thing we do with the warranty company. I can't get mad at them if I know the warranty company is saying, hey, they're gonna pay up to $300 for your repair, and I say, as long as I stay up under 300, I'm good. We're gonna charge 250. So I can't get mad at universities when we're doing the same thing. So, but yeah, that's what the university does. They know the government gonna give you 30,000, so all the universities gonna move their prices up to 30,000. You best believe that. Veracity Cash, Mike, yeah, a true conversation and networking, yeah, true conversations and networking behind the scenes is amazing. Yeah, they are. They are. Like I said, Juan can contest. We have to actually run people out. We have to run people out the building. Okay, Tone Brax. I'm late to the party, but what's up, Mike? Selma, Alabama in the house. Yeah, I'm just telling everybody the channel name is no longer Save, Invest, Repeat. The channel name now is Appliance Boot Camp. We're in the point now where we got a good proven product and we ready to start branding it. And I need to actually make everything be branded in exactly what we do. Save, Invest, Repeat was something I was starting off doing because I thought people were more interested in the little investments I had outside of my business. So, but now the people are really going into the appliance boot camp, and that's what we're doing. We're teaching appliance boot camp. I need to, and that's what this channel is going to be all about, stuff about my appliance boot camp, which I wanted it to be to start with, about the appliance repair business. And so now I actually got the platform, and this is what's going to be coming here. And yes, you will still get the other stuff to spin off from here because, like I say, the houses and all that stuff that happens because of appliance repair. I'm able to buy those houses, I'm able to do the other investments, and as an appliance repairman, unless you're going to build a big company where you're going to have lots of technicians working up under you, eventually you're going to have to do those things too to start planning for your retirement. You're going to have to start buying some rental property. You're going to have to start doing other investments as you get older because you're not going to be able to do this all the time when you get to be 70, 80 years old. Actually start pushing some money away to get planning for your retirement. And so those things will still be on here too, but it'll still be related to the appliance repair business and say, hey, because I'm an appliance repair man, I gotta have something to go to when I retire, and you actually see those houses and stuff. So that stuff is not going away, but it's just gonna tie back the way it should be. It's because I'm an appliance repair man. I gotta start planning for my own retirement. I'm not gonna have a company give me a pension or anything. I gotta make my own pension, and you'll see how that ties into being an appliance repairman. And everybody's gonna have to do that eventually. If you're gonna be a 1 or 2 man shop, you're gonna have to do that eventually. Or if you want to go out and you want to build up where you got 7 or 8 different technicians and stuff, then you don't have to worry about that. Your business will be your retirement. All right. Greetings, and applying for third-party warranties. The question was asked, how much is your service fee? Any idea what my service fee should charge? I say $85. That's what I normally tell people. $85 is what I tell people put down as a service fee. All right. Fort Lauderdale in the building. Hey, how you doing? Let's see here. I got pulled off. Okay. Double AJWS. Do you think the class that you may possibly hold in October, November can be a Friday through Monday class, where after us as the students soak up the new info you give us in class, we could demonstrate and be comfortable with repairing? Um, One time I had thought about that, but because most of the people who come into Appliance Boot Camp, most of the people actually work full-time jobs, and I don't want you to have to actually take away from your full-time job, and I don't want you to actually have to really take any vacation. That's why I try to do it on a Saturday and a Sunday. That way you can actually come here, get what you need, and then get back out into the field, get back home, go to work, and not be a strain away from your full-time job. Now, like I told you, when you first come here, this is just the introduction for you coming into the class. It's just the introduction. Once you come here and you get that introduction, the second part of the class, you'll actually really training session is going to be working for those third-party warranty companies. That's where your actual training come in. You need to get out there to those third-party warranty companies as quick as possible so you can actually start applying what you saw here in class. Once you get out there to those third-party warranty companies, that's where the actual training comes in then. And that's where you actually apply. You can be in the class here all day. You can train all you want here inside the lab and in the classroom, but until you actually get out there in a real world situation in front of real world clients and stuff, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. It's like something like you tell people all the time. You can practice all the time, but it's different when you get into game speed. And I want to get you out there as soon as possible. And like I say, the guys who's coming here, the students that do the best that come here are students who are somewhere. Most of the time is men. Right now it's the men, but we had women come through. But most of the time, the ones who do the best are the men, somewhere between 35 to 40 years old or plus, who figure out, hey, corporate America, what they told me ain't right. They look and they say, I'm not going to have enough to make it to the finish line, or I'm tired. I need to make a change because right now, what I'm doing, I hate it. I don't want to be here much longer. So those guys come here. They don't have much time to be playing around. A lot of these guys, when you get here, you'll figure out. Some of these guys be serious. They say, hey, man, I don't spend this money. I need to know what you're telling me is right because I got to go out here and make it work. I ain't got time to be messing around. So you want to get them in here and get them out as soon as possible. I don't want to be like a university to get you in here and just constantly keep just holding you here and keep training you. You go to some of the online training schools and you go to some of the other training classes. Some of the online training schools, it'll take you a year or two to actually complete the course. What happens within a year or two? Within that year or two, you get to the point where you get tired and you lose interest in it, and you never finish the course. And because you don't finish the course, what happened? You never get a chance to really apply it. So if you did go back and try to complain and say, hey, I went to that guy course, I never finished it, but I went out there and tried to apply the stuff, it didn't work. What they gonna say? Well, you didn't finish the course. That's why it didn't work for you. But with me, I want to get you in here and get the confidence in you and let you know how you actually can. That's another thing too. You got to learn here. As you going out to be an appliance repairman, you got to learn how to reverse engineer. Right now, a lot of people now, the kids and stuff, even the men that's grown, we no longer know how to reverse engineer, and we no longer are able to really think. That's not saying bad that you don't know how to think, but we took the thinking part out, where we want to we have taught people not to go outside the boundaries, that you got to have permission to do any and everything. And if you go outside the boundaries, you're going to get hurt. So now people are afraid to go out and do anything on their own. That's why you constantly seeing people asking, do I have to have a certification? Can I stay there and keep training with you? Because what happened, they don't want to get pushed out the nest. I want you in and out. And once I get you in and out, and you out there in the field, that's quicker time that you're going to be less dependent upon me. Because once you get out there in the field and you start working, you're doing you're doing 1 or 2 calls a day. You're going to have a variety of different calls. You're going to stop, then be out there on your own, and you're going to start to think. And then the wheels and stuff going to start turning where you're not going to need me. But if you constantly coming here, getting trained, you're never going to go out there in the field. You're not going to never be comfortable enough. You got to just get out there. You got to get out there. Once you get out there, then you that's where the real training start, and that's when you start using all the tools and stuff I gave you. That's why you start using the Appliance website. You learn how to use that and navigate. You learn how to use your meter. You learn how to use the programming mode. You then start to think, because up until then, what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to call me for everything. What I need to do, what you think going on. I want to get you out of that. I want to get you where you out there in front of people and you actually out there making your money. And that third-party warranty company is there as a safety net. You're not going to get as paid as much as you do as a CD call, but right now you don't deserve that money. But it do allow you to actually go out there and make the repairs, and it offer you a safety net. Where if you misdiagnose something, it doesn't cost the customer anything else. You just call the third-party warranty company and say, hey, I need this board also. They send you that board, you put it on, and everybody's happy. But yeah, they do have courses that you can go for 3 or 4 weeks if you like. You want to go there, it's a lot higher. But that's why I try to stay mine on the weekend. And that was one of the things that one of the guys. Matter of fact, the company that actually wants to do business with us, that's what actually they like. They like the fact that, hey, our stuff is on the weekend. It's straight and to the point. And the guy who runs that company, he's been he had a appliance repair business for over 20 some years, so he knows it. And he's saying the way I'm doing it is the way it should be. You get somebody in and out and get them out there in the field. Once they get out into the field, then that's where the training starts. So he knows it, and he knows that's the way to go. And the guys that have came through here, if you ask them, do they want to be in the lab or do they want to be in the field, they say you learn more out there in the field, and they can contest to that. Okay. Hello from South Carolina. Veracity Cash. Mike, the repair tech that worked for an appliance repair company that attended your boot camp class as a refresher. Did he attend any of the appliance 3-week academy courses or serious training? No, I think he was an HVAC technician. No, he was I think a mechanic or something. He was some type of mechanic or something before that. He went to work for a company. He had only been working for the company for about 3 months. Then he came here to actually learn how to read schematics and stuff like that. And I actually saw him. Matter of fact, I saw him about maybe 3 days ago. I saw him. I stopped at the parts store, and I was leaving, and I didn't know. I heard somebody call my name, and it was actually him. We came up and we talked, and he's actually going to come back to. He's going to actually come back to the next one. I think he said he's going to come back on Sunday. And he had to leave a little early when we was doing the business section, and he want to come back for the business section. So he's gonna actually come back that Sunday for the business section. He had some questions about the business part, but I saw him at the parts thing. He told me, he thanked me. He told me he got a whole lot out of it, and like I said, because that was him coming here with experience, I didn't know if he would get anything, but he said he learned a lot from the class, and he was really good. And he's actually coming back to the next one on Sunday. Have you set a no, I haven't set a date for the September class. What I want to do, I want to actually get through this all probably get through this August. I'll probably get through the August class first before we set it, or I'm gonna make sure that we have our website set up before I set it. Because what happened, the way we got it set up now, when y'all come in and y'all try to register, you have to wait and get a PayPal email afterwards, and that's some of the things that's causing a lot of confusion, because I want to keep right now, I want to keep everything separate from my actual business account and from actual what's going on with JT and I with this appliance boot camp. So right now, that's why I have to do the PayPal, so I can keep everything separate, and we can keep all the money separated. But once I get my website up, you can go there. It's gonna be totally separated. So that way, when y'all go there and register, it will actually go ahead. You have to pay before you check out and register. That way, that'll eliminate the need from us having to keep emailing people and say, "Hey, you're gonna come," and they say, "Yeah, I'm coming." Then the last minute, I want to get moved to this course and all that. So that way, it'll eliminate us having to actually go back and forth with people actually getting the pay. Because people right now, what they do, they'll go register and hold a spot, and we give them 24 hours. And then in 24 hours they don't pay. We actually remove them from the spot. But I don't no longer want to do that. I want to say if you go register, you paid in and you hold your spot, and we be done. I don't have to keep removing people. Mike, are you familiar with the Master Samurai Appliance Repair Program by Scott Brown? Um, I don't know if his name's Scott Brown, but yeah, I know Master Samurai Appliance Repair. He's the one that I was just telling you about, Appliancetology. He runs that website. That's very good. Very good website he has. And his training program, I've never taken it, but I heard people that have taken it. They say it was pretty good. His is basically all online. There's nothing hands on. So I don't know. I think maybe $1,500, $2,000. I don't know, but I've heard good things about it. But I know Appliancetology is excellent. That is good, and I see him a lot when we go to our annual convention. I see him a lot. He's a real good guy. Real good guy. Okay, Crypto FOMO. I'm hitting the like button. Thank you, Tony Bryson. With a third-party warranty come to actually contract newbies with basic skills. Yeah, because that's who they get. After you get your skills up and you become, you start doing COD calls and you start doing more cash calls. You don't do. You talk to the more experienced companies that do a lot of COD calls. They don't like third party warranty calls. They won't do them. So yeah, that's all they can really get is the newbies. Once you get going and you get a good clientele that's using you all the time, who's paying you straight cash, most of the time they won't do third party warranty. With me, with third party warranties, I have only one or two that I actually do. And I use them to fill in the gaps for stuff that we're doing, and mainly for people who are new people who come to work for me. I let them do the third party warranty before I actually start sending them out to my actual cash customers. Robert Grunk came to the party late. What town is the boot camp in? It's in the same town. It's in what we call Smithfield, Selma, Clayton, North Carolina. Matter of fact, the boot camp is going to be two doors down from where it used to be. People who came here before, they know that's where I normally store a lot of appliances in that building. I'm actually getting rid of all the appliances that was in there, taking all the appliances out, and we totally redoing that building. And that's where we're gonna do our boot camp. It's gonna be just two doors down. Makes sense, Mike. Appreciate it. Okay, thanks. I thought September was on the 7th and 8th. I'm already signed up. Yeah, you are. Sorry, I'm gonna do October and maybe November. Well, September is already in. We're gonna do October and maybe November. One, depending on how this one goes in August. Well, we might add a September, not September, October and November. We already got September. We're gonna do an October and November, depending on how this next one go. Or like I say, once I get the building done and I get the website up, we might add it before then. But I want to have all that stuff in place before we add the next one. There's a variety of this for Veracity Cash. There's a variety of multimeters that you can choose from, lowest to highs. Which would you recommend as far as starting out? The TM interview mentioned the Fluke multimeter. Yeah, the Fluke is a very good multimeter. It's very expensive. It's one of the most expensive ones you get. I say starting out, you can go to like your Home Depot or you can go to your Harbor Freight, and you want to get a multimeter that actually has the amp clamp, one that actually has the amp clamp on it, and one that actually reads temperature and it can do capacitors. You can get those for $30 or $40. I wouldn't suggest starting off, first starting out, going out buying a $200 or $100 meter, because most of the times you just starting out, you got so much stuff going on, you're gonna forget tools, and you forget $100, $200 meter, you're gonna be sick if you forget that. But if you forget a $30 meter or something like that, you ain't gonna be that hurt. And if you drop it and break it and all the stuff that happens when you first starting out, I'd much rather you do that to a $30, $40 meter. And then as you start to get better at it and you get more experience in it, then you can actually upgrade your tools. Quentin Burnett, does the price of the boot camp include the hotel room? No, it doesn't include the hotel room. That's just the boot camp. The hotel rooms here are very reasonable. Once you sign up for it, we'll send you an email with the different hotels that you can actually go here and get rooms from. And yeah, they're very reasonable. Okay. Like I said, it's getting late now. I've been here longer than I wanted to. I want to thank everybody for actually tuning in. I want to thank everybody who's came to the class, everybody who signed up, everybody who's been following us on this journey. And like I said, the channel name now has changed to Appliance Boot Camp. Is no longer Save, Invest, Repeat. Um, and I want to thank everybody again. And no, that doesn't include transportation. You got to get your own transportation here. Yeah, $850. What that covers your 2 days worth of training, and it gives you a lifetime membership that you can actually come back anytime you want and actually get extra training. And you'll be surprised how many people actually does that. That actually comes back. And now I ain't talking about people who just local. We have people who fly back to come back and get extra training. Whenever we have another boot camp, you're able to come back anytime and actually get the extra training. All right. You're welcome, Robert Gaunt. Okay. All right. Thank you all. And I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. And like I say, keep watching us. I'll come back with you again once I get the website up. I got some new videos coming out that I'm actually editing. So this is my first time editing videos. So if you see these, like I said, it's gonna be a learning process. But JT wanted to do them, but I told him no. We gotta learn how to do them. so we won't be so dependent upon him for everything. So you're gonna see some coming up. Like I say, it's the first ones we editing. They're gonna get better. We found us some software that we can actually work with, and like I say, coming up, you're gonna start seeing more of what we call installs of the day or repairs of the day. And a lot of people like to see those actual repairs and stuff. And also, I've been getting some hints. People want to see me actually do like maybe a tool of the week or something like that, where I give a special tool and show you how to use it and what I use it for. So I'll probably start doing some of those too. Once again, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later.